Well, we are learning new information now about President Donald Trump's visit to the CIA on Saturday. The president spoke in front of the CIA's memorial wall, designated with 117 stars, remembering agency personnel fallen in the line of duty, and in so doing, thanked the agency for its work. But he also discussed a wide range of topics that some felt were inappropriate given the setting.
I have a running war with the media. They are among the most dishonest human beings on earth. But we had a massive field of people. You saw that, packed. I get up this morning, I turn on one of the networks, and they show an empty field. We had 250,000 people literally around, in the little bowl that we constructed. That was 250,000 people. The rest of the, 20-block area all the way back to the Washington Monument was packed. So we caught them. And we caught them in a beauty, and I think they're going to pay a big price.
CBS News Justice and Homeland Security correspondent Jeff Pegues joins me now with more from Washington. And first, Jeff, what has been the reaction to those remarks within the intelligence community?
Well, it's certainly mixed. I think at the outset, when it was announced that President Trump would be going to CIA headquarters as his first official visit to an agency, there were a lot of people in the intelligence community who welcomed that, especially given his comments before he was sworn in, comments that were critical of the intelligence community and its conclusions that the Russians had carried out a wave of cyber attacks. And the first several minutes of the speech where he applauded their work and said that he was going to back their work. Well, that was well received. But then some officials within the intelligence community say that the speech then veered into political territory, frankly. And this is an organization, the CIA is, that views itself as above politics, apolitical. And to have this backdrop of the memorial wall, which is sacred at the agency, and that is the wall for fallen officers, turn into an event where there was cheering, and it seemed to veer into the political. And there were a lot of people and sources that I have spoken with who say that there was this uncomfortable feeling in the room.
You mentioned the cheering. Just who was it that was clapping in that hall?
Well, we got more details on that this morning. There were 400 employees, 400 members of the rank and file workforce. They were off to the side. They were to the president's right as he was looking out at the crowd. Now, directly in front of him, according to my intelligence sources, there were Trump, Pence, and Congressman Mike Pompeo's supporters who did not work for the CIA. And then farther back, there was a row for the CIA's senior leadership. So the crowd in front, we're told, was cheering, was very enthusiastic. There was certainly applause from the senior leadership. And from what I've been told, that there were members of the workforce who certainly welcomed some of the president's statements, and they were applauding as well. So there was a mix in that crowd, but I think what a lot of people did not know is that there was, the first few rows at least, were filled with about 30 to 40 members, Trump supporters, Pence supporters, Pompeo supporters, who were not part of the CIA.
Now, Jeff, we also heard just a bit of sound from the president where he made verifiably untrue statements regarding the size of his inaugural crowd. That has been certainly parsed for the last 48 hours or so. But he also, in saying that the media comprises some of the most dishonest people on earth, seemed to suggest that it was the media's creation, this open war, as some have described it, between the president and the intelligence community. How did that play in the room?
Well, that certainly among members of the media, that came as a surprise. We've been reporting on some of his statements where he compared the intelligence community to Nazis. We've also reported on some of his tweets where he has been very critical of the intelligence community. So from the perspective of people who cover the intelligence community and also cover President Trump, these are statements that he has made. And so that statement came as a surprise.
Jeff Pegues there in Washington. We do appreciate it.